roll. An open hands charity, compassion charity event. And we are so grateful that you've joined us and so grateful that you are here tonight. Tonight we are raising money for 8 toilets in our new amazing compassion centre. And we're aiming to raise £15,000 tonight. So we're going to encourage you right from the start, through all the guests that we're going to have in the room, the great fun that we have. You can give 2 ways. You can phone the line on the screen right now, and somebody absolutely wonderful is going to talk to you and help you bring a donation. Or you can give directly through our Just Giving site right now. But I want to introduce you firstly to our first guest. So much to look forward to tonight. And we begin with the wonderful Alice Smith. Put your hands together. Here we go.
Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. Oh, so tough. Gina works the diner all day, working for a man. She brings home a pay for love. Oh, for love. She says she's gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Tommy's got his 6-stringing harp. Now he's holding on, but he used to make it talk. It's tough. Oh, so tough. Gina dreams of running away when she cries in the night, and Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday. She says you've gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. She says we've got to hold on, ready or not, 'cause you live for the fight when it's all that you've got. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alice. Come on, let's have a bit more enthusiasm in the room. Come on. Here we are. Now, one of the things that we're doing tonight that's so exciting is we have a second studio on the other side of the room here. And we're going to be doing different challenges and moments of fun. And so I'm going to send you through to Studio 2 and the legendary Tom.
Well, hello. Time for a moment of fun. Did you enjoy that phrase? We're going to have some moments of fun. Well, my name is Tom, son of David, and I am putting the fun in fundraising tonight. So, Chris, if you put the fundraising... So everything you give tonight, every penny is going straight to the amazing work of Open Hands and helping our city. So behind me I've got 3 challenges, and you'll find out what they are in a minute. All of them include toilet rolls in some way. Just to let you know, the toilet rolls have been bought by me, and they're going to be used by me and my family, because I've got 3 daughters. So 30 toilet rolls will get us probably about 2.5 days. So anyway, our first challenge over here is called Splash. landing. I hope you enjoy it. You feel free to get involved and try it anytime at home. But for this, I'm first of all going to explain to you how it works. So, 1 table, 10 toilet rolls, 1 challenge, land them all on this table. Now, you may think it sounds easy. It's not as easy as you think. We have a leaderboard behind us, and whoever is at the top of the leaderboard by the end of the night will be going away with a prize. So, I'm going to put my mask on because I'm about to invite my first guest to take part in the challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dan. Come on, Dan. Come over here. Come over here. There you go. Dan, you feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. You may not be able to hear him, but I can, okay? So if you stand back, make sure you're touching the side of the wall there. I'm going to bring you 10 toilet rolls over here. And while we do it, let me just say we have some prizes tonight. So let me show you some of the prizes we have to give away to our winners. We have cistern blocks. There you go, keeping them fresh. We have toilet gel power, action, pine-centered. How about that? We have some lovely, it sounds quite biblical, milk and honey moisturizing hand soap. And we have some sensitive moist towelettes. There you go. It's what every man's dreamed of, and it's what Dan has really come here to do a gap year for. So, Dan, it's as simple as this. You've got 10 toilet rolls right here, and there you go. Your challenge is land them all on this table. I'm going to come out shot. Chris is going to put some music on that's going to get us excited, and I am going to be counting. Are you ready, Dan? Come on from home. Give him a cheer. Why not put a prediction in the comments? I'm going to go with a low 3 out of 10. Okay, here we go. Dan, take it away. Shot number 1. I'm going to amend that to a low 2. Here we go. Shot number 2. Here, I mean, he's making contact. Shot number 3. It's good, it's good. Obviously we expected more. Okay, Dan, we picked you first for a reason. Okay, go. This is number 4. He's giving it more height, and it's still the same level of fail. Let's go for number 5. Well done. He's missed another one, everybody. Number 6, here we go. Come on, give him a cheer. He can't hear you, but he definitely needs it. Come on in the room. Cheer on for Dan, please. Come on. Here we go. He's missed that one as well. He has 3 left. Otherwise, 0 is going on the board from him. He's hit the rim. He's so close. 2 more to go. Come on, Dan. We believe in you. He's missed the entire table. He's missed the entire table. Here we go. Last one. This is it. This is it. He's missed it. Dan scores a very heartily unimpressive 0. Dan, would you please leave the area? We're going to put this up on our leaderboard. 0. There you go. Okay, I think we need one more person to give it a go. 10 toilet rolls, and we're going to ask, are you up for it? Are you ready? Yeah, you up for it? Let's give it up for Mr. Josh Smith, everybody. Here we go. Right, Josh, I'm going to pass you some toilet rolls if you grab a few as well. It's simple as this. You think it's easy, you have 0 to beat.
Come on,
okay. Right, here you go. Okay, what's your prediction? I'm going to go with an optimistic 7. There you go. Here we go. Okay, Josh, all you got to do is beat Dan 0, and you go in the lead. Here we go. He starts. He's on the edge of the rim. That's very good. Okay, there you go. It's still not good. Okay, but here we are. Okay, they're doing their absolute best, but it just isn't good enough. He's rolled off as well. If you can see how close this is. Come on, Josh. Let's see it. Oh, good effort. Come on, then. He's downed it. 5 more to go. He's missed it. 4 more to go. I really want 1 to succeed. He's off as well. There you go. 3 to succeed. Come on, give us a score. He's missed it. 2 more to go to get to the top of the leaderboard. That's all it takes. No, this is it. Last one. Come on, Josh. We believe in you. We believed in you. Okay, I'm going to put your 0 right there up on the thing. It's a good effort, and just to prove that it isn't impossible, before we go to a little video. Okay, maybe it is. Okay, we'll try it again later. Anyway, take a look at this over on your screens, and we have a little journey of how we got to the point of the Open Hands warehouse. So enjoy a little bit of the history of Open Hands and how we got to where we are today. Let's have a little watch of that right now.
Back in 2008, we came and moved into this old car garage. This was a place which looked so simple from the outside, yet we had no idea what God was going to do on the inside. Since then, we've had 100,000 visits into our Compassion Centre. We've had the privilege of helping and serving thousands and thousands of people in need. And now this former garage, a place where cars came to be repaired, has become a site where God and his church has come to offer care, support, and to restore and transform many, many precious lives. We can't wait to keep offering this support to those who need it. But now it's time for somewhere new.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Come on! Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop. Even when I don't see it, you're working.
This is our new warehouse on Lower Willow Street, and we've got the key. Over the next 6 months, we're going to be starting on the building project. We're going to build a mezzanine floor to double our capacity across the whole of the warehouse. And then we'll be bringing our furniture project into this area of the warehouse, around half of the space. Then we'll be knocking down these rooms, building a new kitchen, and then renovating our toilets. And this space here will become the home for our food project, where many thousands of people will be able to come to get emergency food and affordable food. In this far corner, we'll be building our Restore Furniture workshop, and then we'll be going up. And up here on our mezzanine floor, we'll be building our training and mentoring rooms, offices and spaces for people to learn and gain skills and advice that they need.
Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did it for me.
We're so looking forward to going on this building project journey together. Thank you so much for your support.
We so love the work of Open Hands, and thank you so much for joining us tonight as we're raising money for new toilets in our amazing new Compassion Centre. And you can give right now through our Just Giving site that's on the screen, or you can phone here in the office and you can speak to one of our brilliant people upstairs and make a donation. Come on, help us as we do this together. I am excited to introduce you to our next guest. Fresh from global BBC worldwide fame, and the man who lives opposite me on the same road. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, live in the building, Mr. Keith Pell. Come on.
Thank you. All of me, why don't you take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take these lips, I wanna lose them. Take these arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not just take all of me? take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? You took the part that once was my home. So why not just take, why not just take, why not just take all of me? Thank you. Thank you. That was a short jazz song called All of Me, and I think I've been asked to play another one. Well. I'm going to do a tune by Cole Porter called Night and Day. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you night and day, night and day, deep in the heart of me. There's such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you night and day. Night and day, deep in the heart of me, there's such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you night and day, day and night, night and day. And another one. I've never done this before. 3 in a row. I'm going to do a tune called After You've Gone. I have to do that because I get it. No. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You feel blue and you feel sad. You've lost the only pal that you've ever had. There'll come a time when you regret it. There'll come a time, I don't regret it. Someday, when you get lonely, your heart will break like mine and you'll want me only. After you've gone, after you've gone away. A nice short tune.
Keith, come and join me on the sofa. How very, very exciting. So good to be in the room here, and we're so grateful that you are watching us tonight and being part of this event. And we're going to show a little video because recently I noticed that the 3rd most watched video on BBC was a video that contained Keith. So we're going to watch it right now and you can enjoy this. Go for it.
I used to go train spotting with my dad in the early 1960s, and it's just to recreate that kind of atmosphere of watching trains go by. Especially above the arches of Leicester where it's so atmospheric. This is my little dream world, my exercise in whimsy and nostalgia. I've always liked making models, but to do this, obviously there's no model kits you can buy, so I had to recreate it from photographs and plans that we got from the records office and pictures off the internet and things like that. So it's trying to recreate something and the atmosphere of the time, with a bit of artistic license thrown in as well. I put a little film on Facebook thinking that maybe a few people might see it and like it, but it's had thousands of views, and I think maybe because it is of a real location and it's just stirred the memories of people that lived in Leicester and remember Leicester looking like that at that time. For me, it's just something that I just love sitting back and watching. I know it can sound a bit sad really, but I just to watch trains go by, and it evokes all sorts of memories of childhood for me. So yeah, it's a lovely feeling.
I love that video, Keith, and I remember watching it on my phone thinking, that man lives opposite me. Have you always loved trains?
I have always loved trains, yes, and I'm surprised you hadn't spotted it before, Binge. You live right opposite.
I'm a very caring neighbour. No, I did know that you had a model train in your garage, but I didn't know you were doing this project. So what inspired you to build the thing that we just watched the video on?
It's a pure nostalgia exercise. It's from watching trains with my father when I was little, and we used to go and watch the trains, I think to get out my mum's way, actually. We just used to go and watch trains and basically sit and eat fish paste sandwiches and drink lukewarm tea on station platforms all over the place.
I mean, you showed it me the other day. We walked around. It's absolutely brilliant. How long did it take you?
It's taken about 4 or 5 years to get together in the state it's in now. So, and it's nearly finished, so I don't really know what I'm going to do next.
It's absolutely fantastic. Now, when we were talking, you reminded me, because you were going to be talking to the vicar, that the most famous vicar connected with trains was the Reverend Audrey and Thomas the Tank Engine. Now, you were the one that reminded me of that. So I thought it would be great tonight if you read a little bit of Thomas the Tank Engine to us with the actual, the sounds. I think that would be absolutely great. So, ladies and gentlemen, live here, Thomas the Tank Engine with Keith Pell.
David does these sort of things, doesn't he? He springs these things on you. Come on. Anyway, let's look at W.G. Audrey, who wrote these books originally in the 1940s for his children. It's a picture book, and Thomas has lots of friends. Can you name them all? And the names are at the top. There's Henry, James, Edward, Percy, Thomas, and Toby. The engines are ready to start a busy day. Peep, peep, let's go, said Thomas. What's our next page? Oh, Thomas is feeling thirsty. His driver fetches some water in a bucket. Here comes Bulstrode, the barge. How many barrels is Bulstrode carrying? Well, I can count 4. I hope you can see that on the camera. I hope you're sitting comfortably, children. Oh dear, what a mess. James has crashed into wagons full of tar. Here comes Toby to help him back to the station for a wash. It's gripping stuff, isn't it? Percy is working at the harbour today, moving trucks to the building site. He can hear something buzzing in the sky. Do you know who it is? I'll tell you who it is. It's Harold, the helicopter.
Brilliant. Keith, thank you so much. Go on, round of applause for Keith. What? Always up for something. Now, one last question before you sing us a song. The nicest loo you've ever visited?
The nicest loo I've ever visited. Many years ago, I worked in marketing, and we were doing a presentation for government ministers, and it was at the Grosvenor House Hotel in Mayfair, which is a 5-star hotel. Very posh. I'd never been in such a place before. And of course, call of nature comes along at some point, so I'm in the toilet and admiring the surroundings, and suddenly felt a tap on my shoulder. and being quite a young lad at the time, of 21, 22, was very nervous about a tap on my shoulder in a gentleman's lavatory. And it was a very, very ornately dressed gentleman who was handing me the towel. And he was wearing a top hat, just like Topham hat from Thomas the Tank. And it was quite an unnerving experience, but that was the most amazing toilet I've ever been in.
Keith, thanks so much for joining us tonight. You're going to go and sing us another song. And whilst Keith goes back to the stage, can I encourage you? You're able to give right now and help us as we look to build 8 toilets in our new amazing compassion centre. You know that £100 will pay for one of the 8 toilet doors, or £300 will pay for a unit at the back. So go on, give generously through Just Giving by ringing the number on the screen. It'd be brilliant. One more song from Mr. Keith Pell.
Thank you very much, David. I'm going to do a tune called What a Difference a Day Made. What a difference a day made. 24 little hours. But the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. What a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that stunning kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day made, and the difference is you, and the difference is you. Thank you.
Well, how about that? Night and day will be fundraising. Did you enjoy that? That was definitely my favourite of the 4. One of a kind. Anyway, that was amazing stuff. Thanks, Keith. We've got more live music coming up. Donating, the number to call is at the bottom of the screen, as well as the link to click as well. Okay, so obviously, Splash Landing with 0 out of 10 turned out to be a lot harder than anticipated. I think when it was tested, it was a less slippy table. So we're going to go to what is going to be definitely a success, which is always good. I call it a banker. Speaking of bank, you can donate using any major UK bank. Anyway, no, I'm joking. Over here we have High and Dry. So High and Dry is using 20 toilet rolls. What is the highest structure that you can make? You have 1 table, 20 toilet rolls, 1 chair to climb on if needed, and all we need now are 2 people to come and take part. And I'm excited that it is all in the family today. It's time for some sibling rivalry to take over. And I've got 2 sisters. You may know one of them and you'll get to know the other as well. Please welcome up Janet Mason and Susan Hind. Come over here, guys. Come on. Okay, so what I'd like a little bit of fighting talk. So first of all, we have elder sister, if you don't mind me saying so. Literally elder as well in TLC. And why do you think that you're going to be the victor of this game?
Well, I think I'll have a good base to build.
Good base. That's a good base. If you didn't hear that, she's going to have a good base. Okay, we'll find out. We really will. Janet, why do you think you might be the champion? Because I'm good at building. Okay, so I flipped a coin in my head right now. Heads or tails, Pastor Susan?
Tails.
It was heads. Okay, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay, so Pastor Susan, if you head off to the side, I'm going to put a 45-second timer on my phone. Janet, be creative. You have 20 toilet rolls, 45 seconds, and 1 question. Can you get it high and dry? On your marks. Get set. Go! Okay, I'll give you a bit of running commentary as we go. It's a tentative start. We've started zigzag already. Okay, there you go. You're doing well. You're doing well. Okay, I see like stability in the angles. Okay, yeah, that's good. Got a bit of aircon blowing through. That's it. It's all good. It's okay. Whatever it is at the 45-second mark is what I get. So if you knock it down, we're looking for how many rolls high. That's good. Do you dare go higher? Okay, I'm going to have to wait till it says 45, which means whatever happens, do you risk another? Do you risk another? She's going to risk another. Is it going to go? Is it an error? 8, 7, 7 seconds left. It was an error! Quickly, stop. That's it, 46. Ladies and gentlemen, the run of excellent game players continues. I'm going to measure now how many rolls high you managed to get. So, I'll just be a while I count. Excuse me, everybody. Okay. Okay, Janet, Auntie Janet, I should say. You scored 1 roll high. That's it. There's applause in the room. Okay, we'll go and have a look at the leaderboard in just a moment. I've got to say, I'm feeling confident that you can beat this, okay? It's time to go to the older sister. It's time for Pastor Susan, and it's time to start your 45-second timer. Are you ready? 3. Are your hands on the rolls? Get your hands off the rolls. It's not a little bakery. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Already, it's all about the bass. It's about the bass, everybody, okay? No, we don't sing that song in church. We don't. That's great. That was Pastor Susan Hine singing Meghan Trainor's classic. Yeah, so all about that grace, I think she said. Did you hear that? Yeah, anyway, okay, good. It's incredible. 21 seconds in. You can use the chair if needed. Wow. This is unparalleled. Okay, so later there's going to be someone competing. Do you want to remove one from the base? Is it going to go? Is it going to last? You got to watch with me, okay? Is it going to last? That's it. As soon as we get to 45, whatever's there, I kind of want to knock it. I kind of want to breathe on it, but I can't deny it. That's impressive. Stop the timer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right. Unlucky for some, but not for Susan. There you go. 13. Are you guys happy with your attempts? Are you happy with your attempt? No. Shall we let one more attempt take place? Go on, let's think. Okay, Martin's shaking his head over there. There's part of me that thinks that we should let one more attempt take place, but no, it's been denied. It's been denied. We are being brutal here on the show. That's right. So over here, we go back to Susan with 13, Janet with 1. Please put your hands together and give it up for our contestants. They're still friends. That's good to know. Okay, well done. So we're going to go now and we're going to hear a little bit more. So you might need to get moving, Pastor Susan, because in your moment with your lap of victory, we're going over to the sofas and we're going to hear a little bit more and an update from David and Susan. If you did not know, they are the senior pastors of Trinity Life Church and also, of course, integral and a huge part of everything that Open Hands does. So let's go over and let's hear a few words from them now.
The heart of Open Hands is to show love and compassion to every person that we encounter. And we like to treat every guest as royalty when they come through the door. And to have really, really nice toilets that people can use is such a blessing to people. So continue to help us tonight. Come on, let's sponsor and let's raise some funds to help us build these 8 toilets in our new Compassion Centre. Thank you to everyone who's given so far. Keep giving, and we'd be so encouraged. Now, I'm joined by the nicest lady on the planet, Susan
thank you
Hine.
so much. That's so nice.
And I wonder, why did we start, all those years ago, the work of Open Hands?
Just before I say that, I am a bit distracted by this lovely decoration on the table, which I feel is
very
made
nice.
out of a toilet roll.
It is very
really
nice.
Lovely.
We do our best.
Why did we start? Well, I think, if I'm honest, and I am always honest, when we first came to Leicester, there were a lot of people around us. We felt we couldn't just be telling them that we loved them, telling them that God loved them, without showing it in a practical way. So we started Open Hands really to show our love and to show God's love in a practical way to people.
So what has the work meant to you? Because you've been very heavily involved all these years. What has it meant to you as a person?
It's meant a huge amount to me. I think because of all the people that we've been able to help and all the people that it's brought through our doors, many and varied, and some amazing people that we've met, and it's definitely changed me as a person being involved in Open Hands. It's humbled me many times, challenged my values, and I've been so glad to be involved with it.
And so many stories. I mean, you've been part of sessions that we've run where people have come in broken and needing help, and they've gone away with food and clothes and help and support and love and a friend to listen to. And so many stories that have moved you as a person. And I know it's been intrinsic for you and very powerful for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. There's been so many times. I've particularly enjoyed times when I've led sessions in our Open Hands Compassion unit that we have now, and can't wait to be involved in the new centre and see people helped go out with bulging bags full of clothes and having found that settee that they really wanted and so on, just to really be able to help people has been amazing.
Yeah, brilliant. And we just walked around the new centre this afternoon, and we took Janet round, your sister round, and we... what does it make you feel when we see this huge space? It's going to be, I think it's 13 to 14,000 square feet now. We've put a mezzanine floor in, and it's being developed. What does it make you feel like?
Well, all I can see when I go around there really is potential, that this place has the potential to be a really aspirational place where people are kind of come in, and I just get this feeling that people are going to come into this place. Nobody really wants to necessarily be in a position where they come and ask for help in the way that many people do with Open Hands, but to come and to feel that you're welcomed, that it's a warm place, that it's friendly, and that you are really valued and worth something walking through those doors. I think that's what it makes me feel looking at the building as it is, even as it is now, in its sort of shell state. It's going to be great.
Well, I don't know if the guys we can just show the update video, whether that's possible. Just show a little update, which will just show what we've done since that video we saw at the start of the programme today with Beth, just talking about the journey. Can we show the update video very briefly? Which will just give you a picture of a couple of weeks ago, the state we got to. So here we go. Just watch this on the screen. The whole of Open Hands history has been supported by people giving not only their time and their clothes and different things to give away, but also their resources. What would you say to all the people that have who may watch this tonight or in catch-up, who've given in any way to Open Hands? What would you want to say to them, Susan?
Well, I think thank you so much. You don't know always what a value that places on people to have them invested in the way that you've invested. So thank you so much. Everyone who's donated, everyone who's given, everyone who's intending to give tonight. This is going to be absolutely brilliant, the effect it's going to have. I always think sometimes money is like a seed, isn't it? We plant it where we choose to plant it, and we trust it's going to bear fruit. And the money that you plant into these toilets tonight is going to bear great fruit in people's lives. People are going to feel special because they are looked after.
Well, I thought we'd show another video just before our next guest gets ready to perform tonight of just some of our guests on the screen and what it means to them. Enjoy this.
I say thank you to Open Hands for everything, for all what you have been doing for us.
It means a lot to me. They're very grateful, thank you.
Open Hand has helped me immensely. It's an immense help to people who really need the food.
So grateful to all the staff that's helping and being so brave to come every day.
Thank you for the meal. It's a good job we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone, and I don't know what we could do without you all.
Thank you for Open Hands, for people that work here. They're very supportive and I'm grateful for what they give out.
Please keep it going.
Try to fix you.
And if you love stories like that, then help us tonight as we are raising money for the toilets in our new warehouse. Why not give through our Just Giving page right now, or phone the number that's on the screen right now and speak to brilliant people upstairs taking any calls that come in. They'd love to hear from you. Why not make a donation tonight? And I'm excited because I get to introduce our next guest, who also lives on the road that I live. And live in the studio tonight, here in the centre of Leicester, performing not in his biggest gig ever, but a significant gig for us. We have the legendary, and put your hands together for Peter Sloan. Come on.
I don't know about legendary, but I'll take your word for it. Thanks very much.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our files. Like to help you learn to help yourself. Look around you all and you see our sympathetic eyes. Now stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, 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 hey. Hiding in a hiding place where no one ever goes. Put it in the pantry with the cupcakes. It's a little secret, just the Robinson's affair. Most of all, you gotta hide it from the kids. Cook at you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, listen to the candidates debate. Laugh about it, shout about it when you have to choose. Whatever way you look at it, you lose. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? A nation turned its lonely eyes to you. Woo-hoo. What's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joltin' Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to play live again and actually have some people in the room. And contrary to what David said, this is the biggest audience I've ever played to, so this is marvellous. Thank you very much. With that in mind, seeing we haven't got the kind of amount of people we'd like in a room, here's a relevant song by Pink Floyd.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? So you think you can tell? Did you get them to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, warm air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? And did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for lead roll in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, traveling over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you were here.
Thank you very much. Wish you were here. Another one. They're the only two I know. You should have pre-warned me. I'd learned another one. Okay.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you'd never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed. You said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out.
Let's hear you sing. Come on.
So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows if it's not our day. Please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band and throw it all away. So I start a revolution from my bed. You said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace, take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. So Sally can wait, she knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger, I heard you say. So Sally can wait, she knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger, I heard you say. So Sally can wait, she knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger, don't look back in anger, I heard you say. At least not today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Peter, come and join me on the sofa here. That was so good. So good. So good. And thank you to everyone who's given so far tonight. Come on, help us get a bit closer to our target. You can give by ringing the number on the screen now and speak to the wonderful Sarah, who cannot wait to talk to you and take any donation you want to give, or you can give through Just Giving, Rock and Roll. Fantastic. How you doing? Nice jacket. I like that jacket. It's very nice.
Talk into this?
Yeah. Fantastic. Now, you and Julianne have been such a real encouragement to us and Open Hands through lots of different ways. But this is not your first fundraiser, because you've run a couple of different projects. Washing Machine Aid. Tell us about what Washing Machine Aid was that you did.
Well, yeah, in early lockdown, I used to work in a school near here, so Sacred Heart Primary School. So
keep it here, mate.
One of the sorry, I was talking about himself. So yeah, I became aware of some families that were being rehoused in early lockdown, and as you know, you guys know yourself, the warehouses were closed, so getting furniture to families and white goods to families was particularly difficult. We became aware of, just in the first instance, 2 or 3 families that needed washing machines in particular, because obviously, I don't know about yourself, but I don't tend to, it's not like a TV, there's a trendy washing machine out there or anything like that. You tend to, when it breaks and it's not fixable, then you replace it. So actually getting a hold of a second-hand washing machine was particularly tricky, as were many things at the time, but that seemed to be the niche in a way. So we just thought, we set out to raise some funds to support these 2 or 3 families. So I think the target was £1,000 or £500, but if we got the 1,000, great. And I'm trying to think back, I think we ended up with about £6,000-7,000. So
fantastic.
Quite a few. So there was lots of socks washed.
Fantastic,
so, yeah.
Fantastic. And I know we've been privileged to fit some of those through Open Hands. And so, such a brilliant idea. But you did something just recently called Broadband Aid. And I so loved the idea of that. So how did that come about? And I know you had a lot of fun doing it, a lot of mates doing different concerts and whatever. So tell us a little bit about that, and what that was for as well.
So the first fundraiser we did was a bit ad hoc, and it was new to us all, like a lot of things. So the second time we actually contacted Yellow Bean Studios, just off the Narber Road. And what they did was give us the kind of thing you've got tonight, a sort of very professional setup.
Oh, thank you.
And whatnot. So it took the worry off us, because we were obviously multitasking, trying to play, and sort of one slot was like basically in my kitchen, and then it was to somebody else's house, and in the first fundraiser. So they provided that sort of safety blanket of expertise that we just kind of went in and played. That came about because even though the government had promised lots of funding and access to online learning for children, it wasn't reaching everyone. So we became aware through a good friend of mine, Jackie Duffy, who's a social worker, that some of the traveller families weren't accessing this, and there was lots of children who weren't actually linked to a school, so they were kind of off the radar. So that instigated Broadband Aid, which was to get kids online who couldn't get it. And we were really fortunate that we had the studio on board. We had learned from the first experience. We had you guys involved at Open Hands. So the reach was greater, and I think in the end, again, we got some funding from Leicestershire and Rutland charities. And I think it was about 16,500 in the end.
Fantastic.
But,
and I know that so many people benefited from that, and we ourselves in our language classes, you were very kind to give some of those to some of the students who are trying to learn, 3 of them on one phone, and it's been such a help and a brilliant thing. So you've obviously got a gift at fundraising.
Well, not really. I think from just selfish point of view, we weren't gigging, so it gave us something to do. and I think when you can find something in life, I mean, my son, his sort of ambition in life is to find something that he has to do very little for, and he can get a lot of money for. The bare minimum, sort of maximum output sort of thing. Yeah. I think from my point of view, and by the way, it wasn't just me. There was lots of people involved, but from all the musicians who took part, the particular thing was they had the rug pulled from beneath them really during lockdown, because they weren't getting the support that a lot of businesses were, and they still gave up their time. And even when they were offered some kind of expenses and payment, every single one of them, some of them who really are, excuse the terminology, on the bones of their arse at the minute, wouldn't take like 50 quid expenses. And I know some of them really needed it, and they wouldn't take it. So I think, that said a lot. But, we enjoyed the experience. It was great fun. We were in the studio, and we saw our mates. We hadn't seen each other. We hadn't been in a room for a while. Yeah. So, it was a plus. And the fact that we raised a lot of money for a really good cause was, well, wouldn't it be great if it was like this all the time? The kind of doing something you love and perfect.
Well, you might have 1 or 2 people watching you who know you but don't know Open Hands. Go on, encourage them to help us with the loos. Look at the camera.
Yes. Do a Bob Geldof and start saying the F word lots?
No, please, no.
I just thought of clarifying.
No, don't do that.
Okay. Funding. I was talking about the word funding.
Yes.
Please dig deep. It's a great cause, a great charity who do phenomenal work in one of the trickiest parts of town in terms of social deprivation. I know, because I worked in a school for 12 years around the corner, and they do fantastic work. So for the price of not even a couple of drinks in town, you could make a massive difference to some families. And what we're raising money for tonight is obviously attached to dignity, just going to the toilet and the very basic things. So it's a fantastic cause. So the more you give, the less I sing. So there's a win-win for everybody. So
fantastic. You got another song for us?
I can do one more, yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter, come on, put your hands together. Go for it, Peter.
Thanks for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's an absolute joy.
If anybody could say that Jules Holland is at home really panicking, because this setup, I think, is better than the BBC.
That's a very nice thought. A very nice thought. We're going to show you a few more videos in a little bit, just different things to do with Open Hands. And I'm looking forward to interviewing the leader of Open Hands, who's going to come and sit here and talk a little bit about the journey and her journey and what this compassion centre is going to mean. We're hoping to open at the end of September, if everything comes together. Lots of things being developed in that area so that we can offer care in one place. And we are so excited about that as we come out of the pandemic to be able to offer care to so many people. And that's our absolute privilege. And ladies and gentlemen, Peter.
Thank you. Sing it one last time for you. Then we really have to go. Been the only thing that's right in all I've done. I can barely look at you every single time I do. You know we'll make it anywhere, only for here. Light up, as if you have a choice, even if you cannot hear my voice. I'll be right beside you, dear. Louder, louder, and we'll run for our lives. I can hardly speak out to step while you can raise your voice to say. To think I might not see those eyes makes it so hard not to cry. And as we say our long goodbyes, I nearly do. Light out, as if you have a choice, even if you cannot hear my voice. I'll be right beside you, dear. Louder, louder, and we'll run for our lives. I can hardly speak out to step while you can raise your voice to say. Slower, slower, we don't have time for that. I can hardly speak out to step while you can raise your voice to say. Have heart, my dear, no need to be afraid. Even if it's just for a few days, making up for all this mess. Light up, as if you have a choice,
Even if you cannot hear my voice, I'll be right beside you, dear. Thank you very much. Dig deep and give to a very good cause. Good night. God bless. Thank you very much.
That's great. There you go. That was brilliant. That was some of my personal favourite songs. So I was having a reminisce. And hopefully that spurs you on. So why not? Why not give something today? Every penny given is going to make a difference. Anyway, let's put the fun in fundraising. I'm here in front of a table. I got some tape on it and there's some numbers on it. Let me tell you how it works. We had Oasis earlier. Now we're going to roll with it. There you go. So over here, 1 point if your toilet roll lands in this part of the table, 3 points in this part, 5 points, 10 points, and if you land overhanging the edge, like so, you get £5 of my own money with no pressure, but suggestion that you should donate it to Open Hands, okay? So I'm going to welcome up our first contestant. It's Beth. Give it up for Beth. Okay. Now, Beth, welcome. 10 toilet rolls. You heard it. We're going to get some dramatic music on now to get us excited. How many points do you think? Is she going to go for the perfect 100? Is she going to take the fiver? No chance. But let's find out. Anyway, I'm going to come around this side. Okay, here we go. 10 rolls. Let's see what we got. How many points can you score? Right. It's a great start. She has lumped it off the end. There you go. That's 0 again. Just great. There you go. It's tentative. It's good. It's moving. That's 3 points. Congratulations. Next up. There you go. 3 so far. That's a good effort. Is it going to make it? She likes that 3. That's 6 points. Keep going, Beth. You're doing great. That was large. Oh! She's hit the 10! Incredible! There you go. 16. She's competitive. She wants to win, and you can tell it. That is 19 so far. Here, we've got enough legs on it. She loves that there. 22. Now that's ambitious. Goodbye. There you go. 22. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. 24. That's good. Keep going. Don't give up. Wowee. Wow. There it goes. Keep going. Keep going. This is our last one. She's hit the 10. Well done. I believe, if my calculations are right, that's 34 points. Beth, congratulations. 34. Is there anyone in the room, I think, is Mr. Matt Steady around and up for a go at this? There you go. Putting him on the spot there, but there you go. 34 points for Beth. There you go. There he is. He's on his way. He's on his way. Now, coming up just a little bit later, Matt's going to be singing some songs for us. But this is obviously the reason you're here, to show us your toilet roll skills. I'm glad to see you watching. You're rolling it along the table, trying to land it in the end. The more further along the table, the more points you get. You have 10 rolls. There you go. I'll give you these. And we need 3 more. Is that all right, Martin? 3 more. Okay, they're on the end. Here we go. Okay, Matt, you have 34 points to beat. 1 more. Thank you so much. And let's see what he's got. It's a good start. He started with a solid best 3. He's gone for the 4. We're going. There's no rush. There's no rush, Matt. 7. It's straight off the end. He's going for the 5er. Going for the 5er. Always after the money. That's all good. Sorry, no, it's not true. Of course not. 7. It's our first 5-pointer of the day. That's 12. Well done. 4 to go. It could still be done. Oh, it rolled back. That's 1. Sorry. 12. That's 13. Is that? That's impressive. There you go. That's 18. Okay. Let's see what we got. That's beautiful. Okay. No, it's on the line. It's on the line. That's good. Okay. 23. Simple as this. You can't win. Can't win. Can't. It's impossible. But he did what he could. There you go. Brilliant, brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 points. That's Matt. Well done. Okay. Now, later on, you might be excited about this. We're going to be getting up some special guests to try and beat all these people. And we're going to have some fun with that. And those people you may have seen around already. But Matt, well done. Good effort. But not quite. There you go. Now, we're going to go and look at a video of someone called Andy Upton. Andy Upton is a wonderful man, and he'll be introduced in the video, and he's been fundraising for Open Hands. So let's take a little look at what he's been doing over the last month and a bit to raise lots of money for Open Hands. It's very impressive. Let's take a look.
I am here today with my friend, the Reverend Andy Upton, who has just finished 31 days of running 5K every day to raise money for Open Hands. Are you still alive?
I'm still alive. bits of me hurt that I didn't know existed before, May. And I'm so happy that I don't have to run today. So yeah, I'm all right.
How much did you run over the 31 days?
Well, 5K a day. Oh gosh, it's in old money, 105 miles.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
105 miles. Now, alongside the running, I know you ran with lots of different people over which I imagine was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I kind of thought, I'll see how it goes and just try and get some people in occasionally. And in the end, I only ran one day in the pouring rain, when on my own. And the rest of the time I went with people, and guys from Open Hands volunteered. And I've also had the first run with you, David, which was very, very special.
Really had to lower my pace on that day.
Yeah, you did. And I was grateful for that. Thank you. But it's great if you're talking to somebody, the time just flies past. Whereas if you're on your own, it's kind of like, oh, I've got to get to that lamppost. I've got to get to that lamppost. And it goes like that.
Andy, why did you do it?
Well, Open Hands is something that we as a church family are part of. So when I refer to Open Hands, I don't talk about them. I talk about us. And it's genuinely been like that. So, we've got folk involved in Open Hands and all the different kind of ministries and loving it and serving God. And they weren't able to do that and to use those gifts before we joined Open Hands. And I love the emphasis, particularly on helping the poor, but also the kind of the marginalized in Leicester. But we've always worked out of this small garage, right? And just the opportunity to have a really purpose-built, center is just great. You showed me round, I can't even remember, last week, the week before, and I was amazed. And so that's what I was running for, to try and raise money for this warehouse, to kit it out and to get it ready.
And did you raise any money? That's the thing. I mean, you've done 31 days. How did that go, the fundraising side?
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how it would go. So I set off for try and raise £1,000. We got that really quick. And then I thought, all right, let's try 5. And then we got that. And I thought, oh, this is going well. Let's go for 7.5. And we got that. And then finally we got to 10 yesterday on the last day, which was really, really good. So,
and people who've gift aided on top, it's over £12,000 you've raised, which is an amazing gift. And we're we want to say, Andy, how thrilled we are. I agree with you. It's not something we do together, this is, but we are so grateful for your sacrifice and your investment, for you and Carol, just investing this month and giving your all. So thank you so much. And for everyone who's watching, come on, put your hands together and say thank you to the amazing Andy, the runner Upton. Come on. What a man. Andy, thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much.
Andy Upton is one of the greatest encouragements to me in the work of Open Hands. And they as a church, Knighton Free Church, have been massive supporters for us over so many years. And we're so grateful for them. We've got another artist about to perform in this room. And I want to ask you to put your hands together here in the room and watching online for the wonderful Sharon.
There's never been a moment there's no distance that can now be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. And I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the hardest night. It's true, I will rescue you. And I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the darkest night. Is true, I will rescue you. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper, you have nothing left. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. Is true, I will rescue you. And I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the darkest night. Is true, I will rescue you.
The whole heart of Open Hands is to be a place that can rescue people. And I'm privileged to be on the sofa here with the brilliant Bethany Corbett, a truly wonderful person who is the leader of Open Hands. And it's been on holiday this week for a chilled, relaxed week. I trust you've taken lots of time to rest. What did you do?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Well, I climbed a few mountains, but yeah, that's
You
what I call
climbed
rest.
3 mountains, I hear, in your holiday. Is that right?
I did.
Was it fun?
It was really fun.
Yeah,
I've never actually ran down a mountain before, but that was quite fun.
Oh, yes. Now you came to university here in Leicester and you studied, and then you came as an intern here to work with the church and then began to work with Open Hands, and you've never left.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well, firstly, thank you for that. But why does compassion move you?
So I've always loved looking out for people who are maybe on the fringe or forgotten, people who, are inside the room, maybe not in the full group of whatever's going on. So for me, Open Hands is a place where lots of people who maybe don't feel like they fit in can find a place where they feel home. So I love the fact that we are so open to anyone and everyone. So whether you're homeless, whether you're fleeing domestic violence, whether you've just struggled with COVID-19 recently, anything and everything that we can do to help, we will.
Because some of what we do it's not easy, it's complicated, isn't it? Because people can be complicated, and some people are extremely grateful, and others, it's not always easy. How do you cope with the never-ending part of Open Hands? There are always people to help, always needs to meet. How do you cope with that?
It is difficult because every day there are hundreds of people that we try and help with what we have. We're really grateful that God has provided us so much that we very rarely, I don't think we've ever had to say no, but I think you just have to remember the ones, that every person is a person whose story and life you can change. So for every one that you've helped, that's made a difference. Even if we can't help every single person in the city, we can help quite a few.
Now, why is this new centre important? Because we've been in a garage now for 11 years. Tell us a bit about that garage now and why the new centre's important.
So our current garage is great in that we've done what we've done so far, but it's not really a working space now. We've got a lot of donations that are everywhere. Our volunteer teams are doing amazing, but we have so little space to move now. But it's an old garage. It has problems with flooding and leaking, and we're constantly fixing things so that it can stay a safe place for everyone. But it's time for something new. It's time for something fresh.
And you know, it's been our journey. We know that the renovation of the Compassion Centre is £350,000, and we have been moved and amazed that through the giving of people and giving of people through Open Hands, we've been able to raise £260,000 already. And that's all being spent on the new centre to help it. And we've got a gift day in our church tomorrow. And here, still opportunity to make a donation tonight. Come on, help us, a donation tonight. But are you excited about actually opening that centre and seeing it finished?
Yeah, it feels so far away, and yet actually, in reality, it's in a couple of months. So yeah, it's really exciting. I can't wait to invite everyone who's been part of it, who's given or who's invested into Open Hands over the past sort of 10 years. Yeah, I really can't wait to invite you all in.
Brilliant. Nicest loo that you've ever visited?
I would say, so I've been to Dubai, which is obviously quite a fancy place, and I went at the Burj Khalifa, which is like the tallest building in the world, I think. And there's a toilet where you can look and there's glass and you just see the city. And the only reason it's allowed as a toilet is because it's so far away no one can look or see anything. But it's a really high toilet and it's got a great view. That's probably the best one I've been
Fantastic. Beth, we're so grateful for you and so grateful that you walk with us in this amazing charity. So thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to introduce you to our last guest. And I really love this guy, and I so admire him, and he's a really brilliant person. And we're just going to enjoy being entertained by the wonderful Matt Steady. Put your hands together and welcome Matt as he sings for us tonight. Go for it.
So, many years ago, sailors, when they hadn't been to a place, they used to put, "Here be dragons," on the map. And that would basically say it was unknown, dangerous, don't go there. But actually, sometimes in life, if you want to discover new lands and you want to go somewhere, you've just got to grit your teeth. And you just got to go for it. And I think this warehouse is a bit like that. Amazing. So, here be dragons. You earned your swallow after 5,000 miles, with the wind where the tan and the salt in your hair. But the distance to come is what tugs at the heart, the dreaming and longing of 1,000-yard stare. It starts with a press gang in a Liverpool inn, awakened to find yourself put out to sea. But this prison and captors are not what they seem. The ocean's your mistress, but you're finally free. Here be dragons in the empty spaces of the map, the great unknown expanses of the horizon at the edge of the world. Here be dragons looming large at the back of your mind, growing, oh, growing, growing. Here be dragons. Gale force winds, they can shriek at your heart. Monsoon storms, they can turn the sky black. We're taken in water and the rudder is lost. Though the sails are in tatters, there's no turning back. Typhoons and whirlpools and St. Elmo's fire send many a man to a watery grave. Serpents and kraken and lights in the sky, but the greatest adventure is all the next wave. Here be dragons in the empty spaces of the map, the great unknown expanses of the horizon at the edge of the world. Here be dragons looming large at the back of your mind, growing, Oh, growing. Here be dragons. Thank you, thank you. Could I have a little bit more voice, please? That'd be great. This next song, I was just sat down by the stairs. They're just finishing off. So you won't have heard this one before because I've only really just written it. So I've been doing a bit of family tree research recently. When I say recently, it's actually quite a long time now. It takes quite a long time. And one of the studies that I found, the studies have a long line of fishermen, sailors and fishermen. And I found one guy whose father died in a fishing accident, and his grandfather also died on the seas, and he became a farmer. And that kind of tickled me. I just kind of thought, you know what, he's just trying to get out of this. This is not great. But the funny thing, well, it's not really funny at all, but the next census record shows he was a horseman on a farm. And then the Second World War broke out. He got drafted up, put on a boat, minesweeping in Scotland, and they got sunk by U-boats, and it went down, all men dead. So his kind of fate caught up with him, and I don't know, it just really not tickled me, but really, it tugged at me, really. It tugged at my heart, and so I figured I'd better write a song about it. So you're the first people really to hear this. I have no idea how this is going to go. Let's see if I can remember it. Drawn by the sea, I can't escape its cold. Drawn by the sea, the waves crash through my dreams. Drawn by the sword in my veins. My father and his father, they worked upon the sea. They laughed and cried and lived and died, captives for their freedom. I've seen my course, my destiny. I'll fight it while I can. Kick against the bricks of fate, lay roots down on the land. Drawn by the sea, I can't escape its call. Drawn by the sea, the waves crash through my dreams. Drawn by the sword in my veins. But war changes everything, and all is swept away. Wants and wishes, hopes and fears crashed upon the rocks, dashed upon the rocks. Drawn by the sea, I can't escape its call. Drawn by the sea, the waves
crash through my dreams, drawn by the sword in my veins. Our end is inevitable, I'll face it like a man. I swim against the ocean's tide, I'll go out on my feet. Drawn by the sea, I can't escape its cold. Drawn by the sea, the waves crash through my dreams, drawn by the salt in my veins. Drawn by the soul in my veins.
Matt, come and join me on the sofa. We're going to show on the screen Matt's new single video right now. Just show you first minute of it, and I'm going to ask him about this single right now, and then I know he's going to perform it for us in a moment, and I'm really looking forward to that because we're going to see the green guitar, and I love the green guitar, so it's so exciting. It'll come in a minute, but let's watch it on the screen. Go for it.
Oh, come along, let's go to Berrien. Come along, let's go to Berrien. Won't you come along, let's go to Berrien. Way over in the barren ground. Sinners, don't you hear my Lord calling? Sinners, don't you hear my Lord calling? Sinners, don't you hear my Lord calling?
So this weekend, you release your new album. How exciting. New Burying Ground. What's it like when it comes to that moment of releasing a new project that you've poured yourself into? What's it like, Matt?
Exhausting. Relief. It's crazy really, because you have a full year of blood, sweat and tears and slog. I mean, it's great fun, don't get me wrong, but it is a lot of hard work, and you end up with it, and you've just ended up with 45 minutes of music. Put it there in your hand, or you can just have it on the cloud somewhere, and you don't even have it. It's just there, and it feels like such a small thing, but it can affect so many different people when they listen to it, and it's can be a really powerful thing. But the first thing is just relief and can I go to sleep now?
Well, I'm looking forward to receiving my copy. But the video that we just watched, and you're going to perform the song in a minute. Tell me what it means, because on the video, somebody's putting soil on you on the ground. Tell me, what does it mean?
Okay, well, let me just go back a stage to what the album's about, if I may. I think it will put it into context. In lockdown, I think we all needed a little bit of hope, really. And I found myself very much drawn to some old African-American spirituals and slave songs. Some very old recordings and some amazing songs that really aren't... Some of them people know, but most of them they've fallen out of the public consciousness, really. And I really felt like I wanted to bring them back to life and give them a new audience, really. And the musicians and songwriters that wrote these, no one knows who they are. probably never find out. And they're remarkable musicians. New Burying Ground in particular refers to, obviously, slaves on plantations. There was only one way they were coming out of slavery, and that was feet first. And even after slavery was abolished, a lot of African Americans were still doing very similar work, but they were free and they were earning a pittance. And again, the only way they came out of that was feet first, a lot of them. And so this song is about a burying ground for ex-slaves, a new burying ground. Now, the video is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, obviously, as you've seen. I was actually watching the live stream of TLC one Sunday morning, and as I was there watching it, I suddenly thought, do you know what? You could do a video of that song with someone burying me. So I'm going to leave it to your imagination. This is either divine inspiration or my mind was wandering while you were preaching.
Yeah, I'm sure you were completely gripped by the preaching, just overcome by it. How exciting.
Yeah, I think so.
So listen, if you are watching, come on, why not order on mattsteady.com. Matt Steady, I don't know if we can put that on the screen, that little thing, can we? mattsteady.com. If you go on there, you can order Matt's new album and encourage him. As he releases this album tomorrow, but you can order a copy even tonight, and that would be brilliant. Now, your last album, you gave all the profits to Open Hands, and this album, I think I've read, if I say it wrong, that you're going to give a portion of your profits, 10% or something. I can't remember. Of
yeah,
profits,
that's right.
To Open Hands. Why do you do that?
Open Hands are just fantastic. I hadn't heard of them before we came to TLC. But Abby, my wife, wonderful lady, better say that.
Wonderful lady. Watching now.
Probably, yeah.
Hopefully. Hello.
Hi, Abby.
And the kids.
She started going to the soup kitchen and helping out there, which was a bit of a misnomer, really, because there was no soup involved.
There wasn't. No.
I find this very confusing.
Yeah, no.
I was much encouraged when they changed it to pie night, when there were actually pies.
Well, Pucker Pies sponsor our pie night.
I'm so impressed with that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We're so grateful to Pucker Pies.
Yeah.
And if you want a pie, pick a Pucker Pie. That's what we say. The pies are available, but we love Pucker Pies. Yeah.
But she used to come back absolutely exhausted.
A lot of peas in that.
She used to come home absolutely exhausted, but buzzing.
Yeah.
And just loving this. And you know, I'd have the kids. But as I found out more about it and discovered what it was, I just kind of fell in love with the concept, really. I'm a bit of a cynic at heart, I have to say, and especially with a lot of charity stuff. There's a lot of stuff that comes through your door that has got a massive budget, it's got big marketing budget, lots of managers, and to be honest, not much of the money you actually give goes to the actual work. And, you know, as I say, I'm a bit of a cynic, but I discovered that this is just a group of people just working their hearts out, trying to help people, whether they're poor, hungry, dispossessed, homeless, or just lonely. And it was just so real. It just felt so real and right. And there was no ulterior motives. It was just, there's a need, we can do something about it, let's sort it. Now, Abby's works on the more practical end than I do, but what I can do is help out with a little bit of finance with the albums. And I'm very fortunate that a lot of my listeners have kind of got with the vision and helped me out with it. It's fantastic.
Well, we're
very
grateful for your partnership, Matt, and we're thankful for that. And I love the fact that every penny that's given to Open Hands goes into the work.
That's it.
And
I love it.
And we just love that. Nicest loo you've ever visited?
I'm glad you asked me the nicest.
Yeah. Well, you're a
my
musician,
life is
so
flashing.
there's been some nasty ones
Oh my goodness.
over the years.
I mean, I've travelled the world with Abby and I used to do stick fighting, and we used to travel the world to different competitions. So we've seen every kind of loo imaginable. And I'm embarrassed to say,
I remember one where the floor moved underneath the hole. That was interesting. That was in Burkina Faso for me.
That's amazing.
And you know, it's like you don't want to ever go. But
Abby tells a tale of when she went to South America, and she sat down on this toilet and she heard a noise behind her.
Oh, no.
She looked down, and they kept pigs underneath, and they were.
Oh, that's.
You know, so there we go. I guess it's some kind of recycling going on there, but my life, I wouldn't want to eat the pork. But I've got to say, the worst toilet I've ever been in was actually in England. I'm not going to talk about it. It was
What was the
horrendous.
nicest?
The best toilet. How about?
Started with what was the
have
nicest?
you been to Moore here in Leicester?
Yes. Yeah.
Eat as much as you like. Moore. Oh, come on.
No.
I hope I'm not advertising. Other restaurants are available. The toilets in there are dark, but the urinals glow. They are coloured. They strobe. They flash. They throb. It's a crazy experience, I have to say. It's what I imagine like being on drugs would be like, to be honest. They are absolutely remarkable, and it's here in Leicester. You can go to it.
Well, there we go. Matt, you're going to sing. Matt, thank you. You're going to sing one more song for us, and we're so excited about that. And I'm looking forward because we now get to see the green guitar. So here we are, the green guitar live in the building in just a moment, because it's got to be set up in this moment. It's just getting ready here. The excitement is great. There's still time for you to give. Thank you so much to everyone who's given tonight, helping us. Every penny is going towards putting new loos in our new Compassion Centre, and we're so grateful for the hundreds of pounds that have been given tonight. And there's still time. Come on, help us a little bit more on this journey. Thank you so much. We're going to show you another video in just a moment after Matt's song, just of some stories of people who've been impacted through Open Hands, and just let you enjoy that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you almost Matt Steady.
Oh, come along, come along. Let's go to Berrien. Come along, come along. Let's go to Berrien. Won't you come along, come along. Let's go to Berrien. Way over in the new barren ground. Sinners, don't you hear? Hear my Lord calling. Sinners, don't you hear? Hear my Lord calling. Sinners, don't you hear? Hear my Lord calling. Way over in the new barren ground. Oh, the hammer keep a ringing on somebody's coffin. Oh, the hammer keep a ringing on somebody's coffin. Oh, the hammer keep a ringing on somebody's coffin. Way over in the new barren ground. Oh, the hearse keep a rolling somebody to the graveyard. Oh, the hearse keep a rolling somebody to the graveyard. Oh, the hearse keep a rolling somebody to the graveyard. Way over in the new barren ground. Way over in the new barren ground.
funeral. Oh, the preacher keep a preaching, preaching somebody's funeral. Oh, the preacher keep a preaching, preaching somebody's funeral. Way over in the new barren ground. Way over in the new barren ground. Way over in the new barren ground. Over in the new barren ground. Over in the new barren ground.
Let me be filled with kindness and compassion for the one for whom you love and gave your son for humanity. Increase my love.
One of our participants who came to our self-esteem course called Emerge. This was over 12 months ago. We've not ran that course in person since lockdown. But one of our mentors from the course received a call from them only a few weeks ago to hear that this person was now in employment, was now able to have the confidence not only to make that call but to go on and make better choices in life, and was now in a much happier state. And just think about this person before had been an ex-offender, their mood was up and down, but they were calling just to tell us how much that support had meant and how much they really appreciated being valued and listened to at that time. And we love helping people to move forward in life.
From the homeless to the famous and in between, you formed us, you made us carefully.
We were contacted by a lady who works at the police last year. She's been working with a chap who'd been released from prison, but obviously released from prison and into the world of COVID. And he was given an empty room, a small flat, but it had nothing in it. So we did what it is that we do at Open Hands, and we outfitted his flat with a whole load of furniture. We had to deliver it in 2 goes, and it was amazing to go around the second time and see the transformation from an empty bedsit into his first home out of prison. Yeah, it was a real privilege to be part of that journey.
So help me to love with open arms like you do. A love that erases all the lies and sees the truth.
One very wet Thursday afternoon, I opened the door to a guy who was dripping with water and crying, and he said, "Miss, I'm so cold, I'm so wet, and I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go, can you help me?" He said, "My sleeping bag is wet and all that I own in this bag is wet." So I invited him in and we talked for a moment, and I fetched him a all-weather sleeping bag. I gave it to him and I said, "There's a note from a church that comes with the bag," and he said, "I can't read, miss, can you read it for me?" So I read it to him, and the note said that a few people had gathered together, put money together to buy an all-weather sleeping bag, and they really hoped that it would help one of our guests. Off he went. He was very pleased with what I'd given him, and I saw him a week later, and he said, "Miss, I'm so happy. That sleeping bag is a lifesaver. You're all wonderful."
And the wonder of your never-ending love.
The gratefulness of the guests that we deliver to, the smiles, the happiness, making their home, doing the food collections from the various stores around town and getting to know the guys over there, the champions and the security guards. My time here has just been an absolute fantastic time.
And such a good father. So help me to love with open arms like you do. A love that erases all the lies and sees love.
There you go. Great to hear some of the stories from the team. Now, as we come towards the end of the night, of course, we've had well, hold on a minute. We've had two memorable games tonight, which were high and dry and roll with it. I've got to say, 13 high seems quite hard to beat, as does 34 points. But we're going to give two people a chance to beat it right now. We have one of the most competitive gamesmen I know. He's also been the host of the night. Pastor David's going to come up in just a moment. No, he's not that competitive. He's not. And then we're also going to have Chris, who seems to be good at all these little random things as well. So, guys, if you come and join me over here, give it up for Pastor David and Chris. Hello, hello, hello. Come on, Christopher. If you stand behind there, that'd be great. Oh, you're going to stand behind there. No, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm going to give you both a chance to attempt one of these two. So fight it out, which one you think you have the best chance of beating. So you reckon the roll? No, you've touched it now. It's either that or I'm leaving those toilet rolls for 72 hours. So that's fine. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Pastor David's attempting roll with it. He's going to try and beat 34. But first, if you step to the side, that'd be fantastic. Chris is going to try and get higher than 13 on our high and dry challenge. Okay, so Martin, take it in a little bit. Chris, you can use the chair if needed. You have 45 seconds. And do we think he's going to do it in the room? Do we think he's going to do it? There's a no over there. That's good. I think Pastor Susan was praying over it, so that's why it stayed. Here we go. Are you ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1, go! Right. Well, so far he's just stroked them all, so that's fine. It's I think he's just going to do it. He's just going to go standard. He knows what he's doing. He's 10 seconds in. He's 6. No, thank you. He's 7 toilet rolls in. Okay, that's good. Just to bear in mind, that's now 8. That's now 8. You're suddenly realising it's not quite as easy as you thought. It's gonna be hard for everyone, except for Mima, of course. Here we go. Sorry, Pastor Mima. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. That's 11. No! Chris, you have 13 seconds left. That's 12. You got to do that. 10 seconds left. That is 13. This is it. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Hands away. Right, let's count together. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's equaled it. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. Okay. So he's equaled it, and he'll get himself a prize, but not a win. Okay. You want to do that one? Yeah. Well, we want to see you roll. So you made the decision. You got to roll with it. Okay, here we go. So 10 rolls, 34 points to beat. Take it in close. The £5 is on the line as well. £5 at the end. Yeah, if you overhang it, you get to keep £5 or donate it. Your choice. Okay. Pastor David, 34 points to beat. Let's see if he can do it. Take it away. Okay, it's a good roll. He's gone with good... Oh, wow. Look at that. Resting on the line. That's 10 points already. There you go. 10 to start. You know, you just don't love to see it, do you? Oh, my word. He's back. No, I'm clear. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's 15 off 2 rolls. Wow. He's good. He's very good. 20 points. Oh, dear. Oh, this is great. We like that. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. 20 points. No, we like that one. I'm going to let it roll. No, they're off individually. There you go. 21 points. I got 21. Okay, here we go. 24 points. There you go. Doing well. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. 4 rolls to go. Oh, that seems powerful. No, he's rolled it back. He's not. Oh, he's not on the line. There you go. 27 points. Is it going to be 3 to go? Straight off the end. 27 points. Do you play it safe? He's gone powerful. He's oh, yes! 27. Okay, this is simply it. 10 to win. Anything else? You don't. Here we go. Will you get it? Martin, can you zoom in on this? Can you get in close? Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Don't you start blowing it, please. Thank you very much. That's 3. Well done. 30 points. But Beth is our winner. Anyway, it's been fun, and this is going to get donated to Open Hands. It's going to really make it's going to make a tiny amount of difference. Anyway, it's been great to be here. Let's head over to the stage and let's have some final words from our host. So over to you.
Thank you so much for being part of Rock and Roll tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We have enjoyed it. And I know some of you have joined us from home and been part of it. Massive, massive thanks to Alice and to Keith and to Peter and to Sharon and to Matt. Brilliant. Go on, put your hands together for all our artists tonight. Thank you so, so much. And thank you for the hundreds of pounds that have been given tonight. We are so grateful. Every penny of that is going to go towards the new toilets that we're going to build in our new compassion centre. So you can continue to give and help us get a bit even closer to our target. Thank you so much for giving. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. And for the many people who help us serve the poor here in the city, we are grateful and privileged to be part of this. This has been Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a brilliant evening. Bye-bye.